Trevor, I think, and let me say this, that the travails of Inspector Masengeli, Deputy IG Masengeli, came from the requirement for Masengeli to tell the court as to the whereabouts of Bob Njagi, Jamie Longton, and his brother Aslam Longton. And 7 times, and Dr. Ekuru says 8 times, he was summoned to appear in court, and he did not, which in my view was a big failure. I think DIG Masengeli meant well, because the explanation that he gave, and I've seen in many affidavits that he filed, was that he seconded other officers to attend court to explain the whereabouts of these individuals, because the fact that you have a DIG that is overall in charge under the Police Act, previously a commissioner, now you have other officers, including the OCS, the OCPD, and other officers who are directly in charge of the area where the Bob and his brothers lived. So I think he, in his understanding, he thought that attending, which was a misdirection, attending to other functions was more important than attending court. I think the judge gave him opportunities severally to attend. So I hope that Masengeli, having a last chance to appear in court, and he's supposed to appear in court
on
Monday, I think should appear and explain to the court why he was not able to attend court. Masengeli is a good man, I know him, and he's a law-abiding DIG.
I don't think so. When you disobey court orders, how can you be law-abiding?
Greater than the description. There's empirical evidence.
Prof, be honest.
Disobeyed court orders. On the one hand,
Prof, be honest.
On the one hand,
you are speaking to the nation.
7 times to appear, he did not appear.
This is unacceptable, Trevor.
Yes.
But I'm saying, as a person,
you can't be a law-abiding citizen when he disobeys court orders.
He has risen to the rank where he is.
Prof, you know you're speaking to the nation.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
He's risen to the rank where he is. And let me tell you, last night, I had a honest conversation with the Douglas Kanja, just congratulating him because I'm in the security committee. I spoke to him last night to congratulate him upon clearance by Parliament. I think he's a great individual. He comes to the force with credentials that will reform...
To the service.
To the service, with credentials that will reform the service. He will reform the service. And I think, let us for a moment give Masengeli the benefit of doubt. We have not heard him speak in public and explain his problems. I think we always condemn individuals when they're on the wrong side of the law.
I have a question for Prof.
I choose to defend, as a lawyer, as a senior counsel, I choose to defend individuals who have not been heard. Masengeli was catapulted as acting IG within a few weeks. We must understand the difficulty and the pressures that come with this office. So let us give Masengeli...
Prof, I have a question for you. Please answer this question. If it was an ordinary Kenyan who was summoned by the judge...
7 times.
7 times. No. If it was an ordinary Kenyan, summoned 7 times...
Yeah.
It is the same Masengeli who would have actually gone and arrested that individual.
Yes, he would have been coming to see with
Exactly.
Definitely.
He'll be in jail today. What is so special about Masengeli... because he's not above the law, and I think for me...
No, he's not above the law, of course. He's within...
That is clearly he's above the law, because he has refused to obey court orders.
But let us also say this, on judicial independence. I think it was wrong for Masengeli to recall the security of Justice Mugambi. I've served, and you know that. I was in the Judicial Service Commission. I sat in the body that employs judges.
Yeah.
So I know that judicial and decisional independence are important aspects of independence of the judiciary.
In all fairness, they say they were reshuffled, they were not recalled.
Yes,
that's their side of the story.
But is it a coincidence, Trevor?
Any perception of threat or that reduces the possibility that a judge feels insecure is unacceptable. So that was a violation of the independence of the judiciary and an institution, and also the independence of Judge Mugambi. That cannot be acceptable.
Okay.
But let me say, let us...
But don't say that he's a law-abiding citizen, because he's not.
But what I don't like, and Trevor, I must say, is that I think Dr. Ekuru is reading too much into the withdrawal. He's reading death threats. There was no death threat. Let us also give the benefit of doubt to these officers. These officers work under very difficult circumstances.
Okay.
And that is why we must improve their welfare.
All right.
We must ensure that the police, the National Police Service, the Commission, and the IG must work together to ensure that the police work under circumstances that are humane.
Okay.
And that ensure that they have sufficient funds, and the president has committed the money is required for sufficient for reforming the police force.
Yeah, 106 billion.
Yes, and DG, the new DG, Douglas Kanja, who will come in, the new IG.
Yeah.
I am sure will breathe a fresh ray of hope to the force.
Okay.
But the two incidences, the handling of